Hello, my name is Sam Hill. I'm coming at you really raw, not well, thinking this out. But GLM falsely accused me. Trying to make sure my audio's okay. GLM lied about me. I'm getting so tired of this slander. Attack me, but with the truth. GLM, in a stream she took down, and people who want the truth should demand she release it appropriately. I'm going to still try to be careful here, qualify a lot, but tell you my truth, which is the truth. I think I put a link there. I'm hoping Lauren comes up. She can verify what I'm going to say. Frank DeRosa can verify what I'm going to say. Lichen Theory can verify. Haven't talked to him in a long time. Lichen Theory can verify what I'm going to say about this false accuser, GLM. GLM falsely accused me of ejacking with her. Complete lie. If true, my marriage has been violated. If I ejact with anybody, that went against my marriage vows. But I can say it because I never have. 8 years, nobody has come forth and said it because it never happened. Never happened. Couple people I GM'd with before they broke with me over my support for the evolved May Noodles never said I was creepy with them. One of them threatened to show the DMs. I said, well, violate confidentiality. There's just gossip and support for you. So, because she told me, I'm going to release him, meaning you better shut the fuck up, Sam. No, nobody intimidates me. And that woman showed some DMs between me and her. Nobody gave a fuck because there is no creepy there. And all or women involved have all said, including Zoo, I've never been creepy. I've never ejacked, porn bombed. GLM has falsely accused another man, and I've mentioned it once before, and for any record, YouTube record, she denied it. She denied it. I'm going to tell you about it again, and then I hope Lauren and others support the truth. Lichen, it happened on a public YouTube channel called Lichen Theory. Once upon a time, GLM knew this Lichen Theory. What they did privately, I don't know. GLM, God loves me. That's what it stands for. I think it should be God loves us, but whatever. A GLM, as I saw it, became involved online with a British guy, a guy who said he was religious. GLM attacked my faith because I said I have questions about my Christianity. But I accept our Lord and Savior, but certainly I'm not religious, partly because of the horrible happenings a couple decades ago of the Catholic Church and others. But I'm a believer. What happened was that she brought Jeno up and was kissing or not asking the hard questions. So I came up and Jeno said, good, now I can clear the air. But he didn't want the clarity and freshness of any mountain air. Because you stink, Jeno. And I wanted to get him to acknowledge the stink, Jeno. Did you plead guilty to revenge porn? I didn't even say it like that. Jeno, did you plead guilty? Yeah. And then he made it seem like it was one thing he didn't mean. And he pled guilty, as I understood him to say, to save the feelings of others. No, you didn't. So I just kept persisting with polite but hard questions, as Raleigh can say, because he saw it. Jeno did get his typical losing cool, angry, and both of them started saying horrible things about me, including I bought my wife. At some point on another stream of GLM, she said that me, Sam Hill, that she, GLM, ejacked with her. Complete lie. But she's lied about other things. And I'm going to tell you, the false accusation she made against a man in England, it all happened, or at least the part I'm going to say, on public stream. Where? At Lichen Theories. When? Long time ago. So I'm guessing 4 or 5 years ago. Long time ago. Lord knows. I said on air to GLM, because she goes at me for years. I told her, GLM, you falsely accused a man from Britain of graping you. I've changed the word. You hip on what I'm saying when I say grape, but she used that word beginning with R, APE. I heard her on Lycan say that this man from Great Britain, who she had acknowledged before, the both of them, that they liked each other. So she acknowledged she knew this man, and they were going back and forth. And then she said, and I'm going to be careful, so I'll say allegedly. I heard her say allegedly. She, GLM, accused this man from Britain of wanting to grape her. Said it on air. Said it on air. So we know that the two of them had been interacting. She said he wanted to grape her. Now, I think that's a false accusation. I think it is. That's my right. One reason he came on Shaw after I brought this up. He denied it. He denied it. So because I confront people honestly and righteously. I brought it up. Now, was she on with me when she denied it? I can't remember that, but she denied it. She denied it. I believe, Lauren does, that she falsely accused this man. Drove him off the internet, came up that one time on Shaw, to denied it. He wasn't in the States. But it comes down to, I guess, he said, she said. But then again, she denied saying that. That's a lie. I heard her. Ask Lycan, ask Lauren, ask Frank, ask Ozzy. I brought it up. She denied it. There was nowhere for me to go with it. Now I bring it up. Why? To show you she lies. To show you she has falsely accused before. I'm talking about GLM, who said on air, is it up? I don't know, but I heard it, that I ejacked with her. Never happened. Right after we had trouble, like, was that 4 years, 3 years? She was started to say I was creepy. And show it. Well, she no longer said that. I wanted her to show it. This lady, GLM, and I'm going to try to be really, really factually accused Andy Cruz of basically is kind of subjective. She might have been literal. You could ask Andy Cruz. That this lady, GLM, told Andy Cruz Andy Cruz, was responsible for the death of his mother from AIDS. I'm sure Andy did everything he could. And not only dealing with the grief, as most of us would, and he loves his family, dealing with the grief of the loss of his mother. Now, he had somebody on stream, and he goes on stream, he watches. He had GLM saying that you, Andy Cruz, killed your mother. I'm talking about the character of this woman. It might come down to credibility. I wrote her months. It was all friendly. A week before she turned on me, I said, I trust you, GLM, like no one else. People trust her. This simp Flexi trusts her. Why don't you get with the truth, Flex? You will find out eventually, as everybody has, in my opinion. Ozzy Outlaw loved her, he told me. He said GLM and her, she would be in the States, of course. They'd be on the phone, and they'd fall asleep together, talking in a loving manner on the phone. He loved her. Frank loved her like a daughter. The guy, I believe, GLM falsely accused of wanting to grape her, was close to her. You and my belief and others falsely accused this man who had told people he was religious. He seemed sincere. And what of his life on the internet after being accused by this lady? Falsely accused in my opinion. You, GLM, has falsely accused me of ejacking with you. Why? She just lies. I was going at Jeno calmly, and he started to freak. I was still polite. She muted me constantly, but I got enough out. You all tell her appropriately, release that stream with Jeno and me. She told me, allegedly, that she ejacked with Jeno, and he later blackmailed her, saying, if you ever say anything, I'll tell people that we ejacked, allegedly. I don't want to really talk about this. I didn't even really think it out. I'm just raw. I'm responding. Out of so many people here, I've been conservative and faithful to my wife in every way, including not ejacking. 8 years. Nobody has come up with a DM. Hopefully AI don't now. 8 years. And people don't want to mess with her. Lauren said ignore because she kept going after Lauren obsessively. And Lauren ignored her, but she still does. I'm not. She accused me of a horrible thing for a married man. I won't make judgment if you're single. If you don't do it deceiving anybody, that's up to you guys and ladies. So I've been responding to her. Who else has come up so far and kind of supported, asking and telling GM to tell the truth, that you're a liar? American Dream has appeared in comments. He told GLM in comments he was ashamed to say that UGLM disappointed American Dream. He said he thought more of her. Then he said, and I'm going to try to quote, this is from American Dream. And Lauren, you need to verify what I said. Because Lauren has verified before. If Lauren's marriage was threatened, I would do all with the truth. Only I would. Because ejacking if you're married, and Lauren is against the marriage, right? Lauren has never gone against her husband, but people insinuate. You see, some of you can't stand that we're happily married. And some of you have, in the middle of the night, GLM attacking me, mocking my singing with Golden Suckus, 1982. The two of them mocking my music. Now, some of you might say, yeah, mock away, but in a cruel way. So I tried to make peace with her, but I went up and I defended Lauren, and she kicked me off and said the end of peace. Because I defended or wanted to defend a friend of mine, like Lauren or not, you're a disgrace as a Christian. You know, these people who tell other people oh, they're such good Christians. Do not act like GLM. Now, we all sin, but she's the one quoting scripture telling us we're not good Christians. She said I'm not a good Christian or Christian because I question. Here's a false accuser, allegedly. I asked Lauren, what was the name of that British guy? She hasn't responded yet. Imagine you being falsely accused, men of grape, on air, publicly. He did respond. He came on Shaw. Did say she made the accusation against him. Well, now she said that I ejact with her. A complete lie. If I was single and wanted to experiment, I wouldn't do it with her. No offense. Because I think she's attractive. It's just her personality. I think she's a liar. She's ejacked with other people. We all sin. But the sinner is supposed to repent, not continue. And most of all, honestly, don't tell us. Don't tell me and question my faith, which I think should be pretty private, but whatever. So I am rising up. Here's what American Dream said, and he had been involved with her. He was the drunk, right? Drunk doing things with a cucumber. And the first time I met him, he came up and he porn bombed me. And drink got a lot to do with it, right? He American Dream showed us on air what a creep he was. Someone said they actually saw Dream beat up his wife on stream. So we got a man who had a talking to Dream all the time, years. But Dream was infested by being a drunk. Now he's speaking as a man who, after he went to prison, that might do it. You know, he got Christian for real, and he's been sober, and he's doing streams, trying to help people be healthy with bodybuilding and the like, and about loving his dogs. The man has changed. He has come forth. Come forth. Oh, so dramatic. In my comments, writing a couple comments I've already told you. He wrote this too. Regarding GLM. 2 times he wrote, did she go all the way? We must save her, he asks of you. She needs prayer. It's time decent people just came up and said, GLM, you're a liar, you're a false accuser. Apologize to Andy Cruz or take it back. And other things she says. She false accused that man, in my belief, of wanting to grape her. Terrible. I'm showing, in my belief, she falsely accused before. Here's something I heard, and I'll go to chat. Did you, GLM, pray for someone to die? I heard a response, not to me, I think someone else. She said, well, the lady was in dire health straits, but we know what you meant. If you listen to her, and I have, and Lauren for years, and others, and Frank and Ozzy, You know, she's a liar. And you lied about me. I did not in any way ejac, sexually do anything except be a little trying to be funny, looking. There it is. I'm allowed to look, but not touch. Because as men, how are you going to stop the eyes? Which, the dick, there's a connection there, right? But that's where it ends. I love beautiful things, including beautiful women, including a beautiful man, me. But I'm that guy. How many married people happily are there here? Is she? Riley might actually be happily married. What a surprise. On the last stream, this guy who was the worst enemy, and I had Riley up a couple of weeks ago, he ended by saying, quote, faggot, unquote, to me. And he came up again. And somehow I think my ex-enemy, me, got into a deal of having fun. I think that's really interesting. And it was sincere. I had fun with the guy. And I think he did too. You're a liar, GLM. Also, put up that stream where I questioned a man convicted in England of revenge porn. And that's your guy? It is. I don't know why. Are they a lot alike? They both lie. But so I'm dealing with specifically what was said about me. And I've defended Lauren, but it's your time, Lauren, if you want to say anything or not. I got to keep it specific, usually, most of this time, to her saying that I ejacked with her. But you know me, I go all over the places I go. But I'm basically, unless somebody comes up, one person tried, but they're just not good enough. Be good if you come up. It won't be as good as me, number one streamer. Lauren might be. May's gone. This has been going on for years. JLM saying horrible, hateful stuff. And the lies are the worst. She just lies, man. Nobody calls you out. Yeah? Because who wants to mess with this obsessed liar? It's too much, folk. She went over the line. Questioning my faith from a hypocrite like her? Save your own soul. There's a lot of saving needs to be done. Look in a mirror or ask righteous people like Loren and me. David Folds, I don't know. David Folds knows about Geno. I said, David Folds, I'm making you mod. Don't let Brutal Mafia hear. And most of all, don't let Geno or Geno alts. That's it. Raw. I'm going on too much. This one was personal. There's David. Hey, David. I can't wait on this. Being falsely accused. My marriage at risk because of a liar. Someone said, Sam, why are you like putting your comments in chat and then reading? Because I'm a good chatter. You get the best here. No, I really, I was top chat and Jimmer. And so why not make these comments? I think it's interesting. I'm talking to Sam Hill, American. Thank you for your comment. I know I'm a dummy. Makes me sick. It's raw because my marriage is so cool. And I have to listen to liars like her saying that I wrote it at 16. Absolutely not. No, but people say it and they want you to believe it, and stupid people do. But now, if I ejact with you, I shouldn't be married. She calls me, and I never ejact with anyone. But you have. Ozzy Outlaw told me that he ejact with A, B, C, D. Ejact. Ozzy Outlaw said he loved you. Maybe he thought you loved him. And then he hated you so much. Ozzy Outlaw DM'd me threatening me to go off he would run me off the internet if I brought on GLM on my stream. I did. Frank did the same thing. Someone else, but I'm not sure. You know that. The point is that you find out the truth about you, GM, and the truth is you don't say the truth often. You never ejact with me. You told me ejact with Motley Geno, and he threatened to blackmail you, or if you said too much about it, he would tell people. Is that blackmail? I don't know, but it's not nice. And here again, years later, you have up a guy who it's official when the courts say, more efficient in America. But so a British court took a plea of guilty from a man named General. I won't give you his real name. So I'm not that guy. Even now, I know GLM's real name. You'll never hear it from me. I won't accuse her of something you did not do. But you do not show the same cool or fairness or decency because you're mentally ill, GLM, in my opinion. She says she questions my credentials. Oh, clinical psychology math. Yeah, right. And this golden succus, this lonely hag, was with her, questioning my credentials. Proof of what a hypocrite you are? On one episode stream, whatever you call it, of Shaw years ago, we were talking psychology, and she has a background too. We were comparing our education and who was better therapist, and she said, you said, I'm better in the field, but Sam's better at theory. So you yourself validated what is the truth, that I do have 2 master's degrees. But when you hate me, truth goes out your mouth and your soul, and you're left with your lies. That's it. She falsely accused another man. I've talked about it earlier. Ask Lycan, ask Lauren, ask Frank, ask Ozzy Outlaw if she on air Lycan accused this man of wanting to, I'm changing the word, grape her. On air with her later, or maybe I was in chat, I forget. She denied it. She said, she never said on Lycan Theory that the man wanted to grape her. She did. She did. Ask those around. And there's probably people I haven't mentioned. Ask Lauren if she did. Again, I named other people. You did. And you lied about it. Why do I especially tell this part of the story? Because she falsely accused another man, and she has falsely accused me. She accused Andy Cruz of killing his mother. And this is just, I don't follow her usually. This is just what I've heard a couple times. What else has she done? What else? She accuses Lauren of just about any vice, if you think about it. But is she with somebody? Would she be jealous of Lauren, who has been happily married? I think so. How about forget intent? How about you're just mentally ill? No. Some people accused her because she said GLM publicly that her house burned down as a child. Some people said she did it. I never said that. But knowing you're mentally ill, is she capable? So I'm not saying she did it, but I believe you are mentally ill, in my opinion. I'm not a licensed therapist. Ask other people. How is it not mental ill to just lie like you accused me of ejacking? It never happened. Hopefully she doesn't believe it herself. That would truly be mentally ill. But she doesn't, because when she had trouble with me, she attacked me, but she said there was nothing creepy when we DM'd. But now, probably because I showed GLM and Jeno how irresponsible, indecent, bullying, unfair, fake people they were, just with me asking a few questions. As Riley said, in a polite way. One should question Riley, even though he can lie. But he talked about it a little bit, Riley. Maybe Riley will get on the truth train and stop playing chess. Play truth checkers. American Dream has questioned her in comments, and ask him. American Dream on his channel said he supports my venture for the truth. He said, allegedly, Charlemagne GLM, you disappoint American Dream. He basically called GLM a charlatan and put in allegedly. He wants to pray for you, GLM. You disappointed him. And that's it. I said my piece. Thank you for listening. It just stuck in my heart. I was going to say craw. I don't know. What is a craw? Is it a throat? The indecency of the false accusation makes me sick because it involves my marriage. I mean, if I did it, it invalidates the wedding vows, and I don't do it. There is sin. I think we used to be friends. We had some trouble over Brutal Mafia. We've had a rapprochement because without taking a firm stand, no more Brutal Mafia content. I don't want to go there. I'm not interested. I don't want. That's what he wants. That's what some people want. But I think since this is Sin. Oh no, I was thinking of Ray. Sin. Mike Saha wanted to come up. No, Mike, you're not good enough. And no, I don't take everybody. I'd rather have 0.0 with me than frankly have you come up and you've gone after me, dummy. You want the truth. You're not good on air. But some people can watch you. Go over to Mike Saha, wherever the fuck his channel is. But not at Shaw. Sin. I'm so sorry. I was thinking about Ray because I used to be really close to her. And she had problems or has problems with Brutal. And she probably wanted me to be more against Brutal Mafia. But I think he bullshits. I think he's lied. Most of all, I think I'm being played and you are, because he wants us to talk about him. So kind of without prejudice, I don't take a break. I don't want you, Shaw. Go someplace else. And I think not having him in chat, Ray would approve of. But I didn't get there through being bullied by Ali, who strangely came on last stream and was really good. It's like she's gone after me. I've gone after her. She comes up, and when she left, Ali, that felt so cool and fun. So you never know. Riley, too. So you never know when you come up, because Riley and I, enemies, but I had fun with Riley. This stream thing is so different. It can allow for fun. That kind of trumps conflict. That's what I want. So I welcome Ellie, and I even tried to friend her. She didn't respond because I want the challenge of making you laugh, helping you as a streamer, because I think you have potential. And I saw it when Allie came up. I went, whoa, we're having fun. I want more fun. So I let go of animus on Christmas. It's paid off, and be able to talk peacefully with some people. And then the extreme haters, I don't want to talk to you anyway. It's a test of character. And Allie is surprising me, because we're really, really, like, our history is not good, but it's a lot better, because I'm about streaming most of all. She was good. And I saw it when she came up, and I replayed the bit with Allie, I think a part of it. It was fun. And now that she was being cool, I really listened to Allie's laugh, and it's great. I went, whoa, I didn't know you could laugh like that, because I wasn't hearing. That's what this fighting will do to you. Allie, call out GLM. Call everybody. And if you don't bring up me, bring up the things I've mentioned. She said that about Andy. Okay, that's it. I did no ejacking. GLM, you kind of paid a price, because I brought up the false accusation I believe that you did to that British man. Hey, Flex, you know about that? You dummy. You're so stupid, Flex. I like the guy, but now he's going after me. Dummy, you're going to see, like every other punk ass bitch like Flex has seen. You hear that, Jack? Dummy. Okay. No more me. I'll be reading me. I'll read your comments and leave. So much, but this one, it being accused of something I didn't do that would impact my marriage. No, I'm in a truth soul kind of way, Mike. I don't make phony fights like you try with Sarah, a good person. You're the phony. No, I'm not. What do you have to offer? Okay, I'm willing to try. Let's see what he offers. Well, I'm upset because I kick him off, because I said you're a bore, because I won't let him up. But okay, you want to press the point, come up. And you all judge. Maybe he'll surprise me. Riley did. Riley, he called me the F word and strode off, Mr. Courage. But then the last stream, and I was rough on Riley. I said, Riley, what about you saying you were rating bestiality porn? He could have gotten really mad, but he didn't. And we we talked it out. Whoa, that works, huh? That happens. Really, I replayed a little bit, and Riley was good and didn't storm off, and we talked. We even got into like physics, because it turned out, I said, whoa, you're smart after all. It's like I thought I knew the dark side about Riley, but not the cool side. And the last stream, he showed me the smart Riley, which tells us, like, we're all not totally evil, unless maybe you're talking about little Rebus. There's good parts, and there's good parts of GLM too. But the bad parts are winning the day, and she has this simp, anus sucker, metaphorically flexy. I liked you, but now you're just simp hating for her? Flex? You're embarrassing. You're you're not in that man code. You're not even in the puss code because you don't get any. What are you, Flex? You're a simp. You're a dummy. And you're going to go to war with me over a false accuser liar? Flex? That's it with Flex. Here's Rise Up. I'm looking for a different background. Let's see. I don't know on Poon Handler, Riley. I have different feelings toward Poon. You dig? And all the feelings are righteous. I just talked about people have good and bad parts. I think he probably did. Let me think. Well, as a streamer in his day, he was really good. But most people can't keep up. Most streamers cool like Evil Abe are no longer cool. Here I am. I'm amazed that all these years, my stream never went dead, but it was damaged. But here I am. Poon Handler. I kind of miss him, Riley. But he did terrible things. But Poon Handler told us he was like bipolar. He was treated, he said. He told us all along. So if you believe him, you got to include that part and not hold him so responsible. Riley, other people miss Poon. I'm not sure I do. Maybe. I got to focus on the good parts, but they're harder to see. They're kind of obscured. Okay, that's it. Riley is Poon's friend, not me, but he wanted me to be his friend. But you learn on YouTube. Don't pick a bipolar person to be friends with. I once trusted GLM. This is a likeness. Actually, she's even prettier than this. But her heart is ugly. But she looks attractive. She sings really good. And she mocked my singing. Why couldn't you just say she was with Golden Suckus, 1984? They spent minutes mocking my singing. Just say that, okay, you don't like my singing. Has Golden Suckus sang regarding your singing? I saluted it. I said, sing hallelujah. You had two versions. Beautiful, the final one. I've said that. I've never put down her singing. I like your singing. You have every right not to like mine. But you don't have every right to falsely accuse me of something I did not do. And some people like my singing. I get emotional. Those are the singers I like. Whoosh doesn't sing. He tries, I think, but he cuts everything short. Never finishes. Kelsey, his love. Sing, finish the song. probably says to Kelsey, I want to sing a song of love for you, Kelsey, but I don't want the song to end, Kelsey. Why are you looking down at me, Kelsey? Oh, because I'm shorter than you, Kelsey. What's a couple feet? Kelsey probably says, yeah. I love you for who you are. Whoosh. I'll look past the short part because I can't see you. Because she looks his way. She got to look down. She got rubber neck. Look down at little whoosh. It's easier to kiss her boobs, right? They're in love. They're don't feel bad for either one. Well, I don't know if most men are good enough for Kelsey, but Whoosh is going to try. And they love each other. So in the middle of the night, they're on stream, GLM and Golden Suckers 19, and they're just mocking me. And then this Golden Suckers 98 questions my judgment. Are you a teacher? Well, let's go. How dare you? But they were going after my marriage, and I'm thinking, you two, middle of Saturday night, well, early morning, and because you're alone. You're alone. Well, they're together. Golden Suckers is sucking up to GLM. They're mutually repulsive and don't like my singing, but some people do. I like expressing myself. I really get an emotion, and I sing what. So some people, more and more, not that much, but like my singing. So why are you mocking it? But you mock it without a partner. You're alone. And German GLM, German ladies GL. I get my initials confused. God loves me. You need help. In your younger times, you haven't ended up with a loving partner that stays. I know what your ex-husband did. You mention my wife slandering, it'd be fair because I know what your ex-husband did and who he is and the money involved to get, but I'm not going to do it. And in fact, when Zoo tried to do it to you, GL, I called Zoo out. Don't go some places. Even though GLM, you go after my marriage, you go after my education, you go after my faith. Which has nothing to do with this. I'm just too lazy. Let me get to a different. Oh. You wished? Ask her. Did she say she was going to pray for a lady to go unalive? Oh, she said, oh, the lady was so in hell. No, stop bullshitting. Who does that? A bad person. Not her. I just want beauty. And then I want to end this. David Folds, another arc story that we look past us being assholes to each other. And we want to rise up and have fun. And here's David again. I'm glad he's back. Movie Maniac have fought, but I'm glad he's here. He's a righteous. And here is Brutal Mafia. Look what I do. I banned him. I gave you a 24-hour timeout, and you were making comments. Who took away that timeout? Not because I don't hate him. We've had positive interactions, but no more content. I don't want this to be about you. Go do your thing. I don't like your what do you call it? Sniping at people, trolling at people, cloning people, removing someone like Cosmic when you know I didn't want. No, I'm done. And I'm getting more toward negative. So no more. He's not allowed in chat, Brutal Mafia. Strangely, because Allie hates Brutal Mafia and she tried to bully to go against you. But I'm not going against you except in a way. I just don't want content about you. And Allie is kind of a rising star at Shaw. Riley is a rising star, and Brutal Mafia, enough. I don't want to deal with you. I need to go before the hour. Marique, come up sometime. You're one of the few funny people, man. Few funny. He was so good, and we were going to co-host, but I got a sense he really didn't want to. You know, why do this? He'll just have fun. But he was good, and he's welcome up. No one else today because I like, if I set a mark of an hour, I like keeping that. And I think I will again. But thank you. Oh, there is the hag. Golden, there she is. Golden Golden Suckus. I already forgot the name. Golden Source, 1980. What happened in 1982? It might not even be you. Yeah, Golden Suckus. Fuck, I forgot that. If that's you, you're a hag. Why were you alone? She got no man or woman. You went after me. You don't even know me. I've seen you troll me before. You're a dummy. You're alone on a Saturday night. You're gonna be with GLM, the false accuser. Let's see how that turns out. Golden Suckus. There you go. There is Golden Suckus. I feel sorry for you. Really. What is this? What incident in 2021? What are you talking about? So she doesn't say what it is. She's putting out, but you have 2 minutes. She's talking about an incident in 2021. There's never been an incident. Well, there's been incidents of my past, but for the last 8 years. So say it now because I'm getting out of here. This is Golden Suckus. Or is it? I thought you were 1982. So who knows? But whoever you are, what incident? I'm what? You don't like me. Now I'll go a little longer. I'll go. Golden Saurus, 1980. But the one who went after my singing was 1982. Let's see. Are you like, you better not be Brutal Mafia. Sam, this kind of stuff really makes you seem like a likable guy. What, calling out a false accuser that the woman once upon a time alleged accused an innocent man of wanting to grape her? It's weird. People go out of their way to troll you. But unlike you, I will go longer. Now she's hooked me. Unlike you, Sam, zero desire to flex any real life accolades. It's cringy. You feel the need. Here comes the criticism. Ma'am, you went after me. You said things not true about my marriage. You didn't believe my education. Just cringe. You mocked my singing. You align with a woman who I believe falsely accused. Cringy? Golden Suckus? It's cringy. You feel the need to do that. That's why we laugh. Oh, again, the pronoun we. Like, we are the world. There's like groups of, are you part of that 7 group that go at me and others? There's no we. That's why. Oh, there's no we in the middle of the night, golden suckers, when you had nobody by you and you had to phone in and be lonely or at least share your loneliness with a false accuser. Oh, Flex, you will find out. That's cringy. Cringy. Cringy is when I came up and I asked polite questions. Here comes the cringy of a man who had just been convicted of revenge porn. Revenge porn, dummy, is cringy. Enough of you for now. What element? I'm out of my element. I'm the leader of my element. I make the element. I'm not a follower. I don't follow Barabbas. You get it? I have a feeling you do, metaphorically. Her name is GLM. Golden Suckers, thanks for coming in. Come up sometime. A star search? No, because there's no search. I've been around. Now, this is such a small world. I think 3,000 people know my name, but that's like a high school. And I always wanted to be top at the high school I tried, but football was too hard. I quit. I went in track and I became really good, but high school track stars don't get the star attention. I went to Hollywood. It's such a cliche. I kind of embarrassed. Yeah, I thought people said, Sam, you're so good looking. Why aren't you going to Hollywood? Go to, and I went to Hollywood and fame. I thought it was going to step up to me. It did not. But I was around sitcom writer. I was around successful people. I served them. I was a server for the sitcom writer, and he got to know me. I think his name was Murray. I think he wanted to get to know me more, right? But he got to paint me for money, right? But he got the cool of my company, but I never crossed the crotch line he wanted. And I've talked about it. And this kind of proves I'm not gay, because you had this very wealthy sitcom writer living at the Colony in Malibu. I had Akita's house. He had, actually, he got me 2 bit parts, non-union, on a sitcom. I never really went for it. I think I would have been good on a sitcom, but my chances of appearing more. Well, his sitcom had been canceled at that point, but the man made a crotch grab, the moment of truth. And I was true. I didn't let his hand go where Murray wanted his hand to go, right? On my genitals, I never showed. I didn't do a geno. He loved me. He can't, because I've been loved by many people, nearly all human, except there was a little Rebus that said he loved me on air, and I don't know if I'd put him human. Sometimes, I don't know. Why am I talking about this? Because here I go all over the place. And sometimes I ramble cool, and probably not now, but thanks for showing up. This is where the smart people. Okay, thank you. You question my Ken Kesey. What do you question about it? Did he go to University of Oregon to lecture? He was older. I never said I was his friend. I said he knew me. I talked to him. I went to Springfield. I went on his farm. I knew this very, very famous man. I was very young, and he was older. his son, I think his son got killed like in a car accident and it broke Ken Kesey. He wrote One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. You know that movie? When he wrote the book, he had been, Ken Kesey, working at a mental hospital. And if you know that movie, One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, there was a director of the hospital. That was the real director. And I think they filmed at the real hospital where Ken Kesey worked with mental patients. Ken Kesey made another movie, I think, and he got in trouble with the University of Oregon. No, I'm sorry, Jack Nicholson. That's it. Jack Nicholson made a movie at the University of Oregon, and he got in trouble because he ran naked, I guess as part of the movie, through the campus. Jack Nicholson is one of my favorite actors. Probably yours too. And if Movie Maniac ever talks to me about him, he's wonderful. But I criticized kind of the poll of Movie Maniac. You all should go check. He had a poll the best Jack Nicholson movies. And my favorite wasn't mentioned, Easy Rider. Easy Rider, one of my favorite movies. Jack Nicholson, The Shining, he's still alive, man. He's still alive. And 5 Easy Pieces. Did you have that one up, Movie Maniac? 5 Easy Pieces? Movie Maniac. Oh, he's going to be mad at me. He gets mad. Which I'm just disagreeing, Movie Maniac. I like the guy. I missed the guy when he got mad at me. Now Knock is mad at me. I did something with Nocto in the last stream. He said, we're done as buds. So I apologize because I'll miss your budship. He's really kind of a nice guy off there. But he said, no more. Last stream, what did I mention? That I make fun of you wearing a bra? I don't think you do. That was just ball busting. I don't know if you wear a bra, maybe you have less balls. I don't know. I don't know what I did. This guy is so sensitive for a drunk. That might be it. But you're drunk. And if you got off it, good. I don't know. I apologized to him in Discord. He said, basically, we're done. And he unfriended me. Whoa. It's YouTube. I'm not accusing you, Nocto, of ejacking with somebody. Right? So cut it out. Inside joke. Cut it out and don't laugh about it. Okay. 1 hour. Sam, you can't really blame GLM for lusting after. No, I don't think she lusted after me. I didn't say that. I said that she said she lusted to ejac. I mean, you have to be lusted. No, it never happened. So she didn't lust. I don't want her lust. I don't want her attention. But she attacks me. She attacks Andy and Lauren and anybody she don't. Maybe delusional. If she's mentally ill, maybe she believes it. And if she's not mentally ill, she's just mean, or she's mentally ill and she gets it. She's not psychotic. If she actually believed what she said, that's flight from reality. But I don't know. I went up there and I wanted to defend Lauren. As soon as I said that, she got rid of me, just like before. But why am I going on? Tell me to get off. Good afternoon, boys and girls, and the rest of you jamokes. Is that like a Slavic? I've heard that in movies. What, a jamoke? Is that a fool? GLM was a big fan of America. Now we're getting serious. So when somebody like American Dream tells you he's disappointed, intimates he said 2 of what? 2 times did she go all the way? He said that. Ask him. They were friendly. So when now he's a good guy. He said like he would put cucumbers up his butt. That's not necessarily a good guy. That's a constipated guy with a cucumber up his butt. But he turned his life around. Why? Okay. Change is really hard, as you know. And especially when I tried to become a therapist, the therapist would say, yeah, people kind of want to change, but they don't want to work for it. It's hard. Change is hard. Sometimes a traumatic event forces one to change. Like you're starving, so go get a job. Or for American Dream, what happened was he was a drunk. He got violent. He beat up or kicked his wife. He went to jail. All of those are traumatic. The change one, jail, I would assume, because the jail got him off the alcohol. And now that he's not intoxicated, he sees clearly that one should be disappointed with a liar, GLM. And he says, come clean, GLM, with all this ejac. Instead of, well, he didn't say that, but he should say that. I'm calling you out, GLM. Maybe you'll get more than your usual 5 to 10 people because she accused me, right? There's no clout. You don't go to GLM for clout. 5 to 10 people. You dig? Little Rebus, go away. Oh, that's a likeness. I thought it was him. Thanks for coming. Who's here? Movie Maniac is always cool. Check him out. Who is the top streamer for this year? I've taken myself out of it. Raleigh is a dichotomy to me. What's a dichotomy? I know what a lobotomy is. Something recommended for little Rebus. Oh, do you mean like no dick? Oh, no, I think you got the spelling. Dichotomy, like he's hard to understand. He could go either way. The spelling, dude. What's it? I don't spell right all the time. I think it's okay. You're the only man here who hasn't had sweet cyber lovin' with GLM. I'll let that statement stand. In case she's watching, you're going to have a lot of videos. GLM goes over the limit. She had more than 40 videos on AOC, so stay tuned. A lot of videos are coming up for this man. Many, many, many. Oi, are you going to pay for this remark on Riley? Because, this isn't about GLM. Sorry. Don't ever have him up on his stream. He might porn bomb you, but I thought you meant GLM. No more brutal. Not here. I'm tired of that content. I don't want to have anything to do. And where I thought he'd be mad at me because he's done here. He didn't get mad at me. So maybe he's stringing me along. I don't know. But I felt kind of bad. But I got to do it because I'm not interested in his content. He's playing me because he loves us talking about him. And you're predictable. I think you clone and enough. But where else can he go? He's gotten people to hate him so much. He got what he wanted. Where is he going to go? Would Andy let him in chat? Jenna would. Oh, no. He don't like Jenna. GLM told me that Frank broke her heart. Jon Snow, what is that King of Thrones? I mean, I'm like John. Yeah, the looks, but I'm blonde. Master of Reality, top 10 albums. Go do that at your Master of Reality. What time? Nobody's shown up that much. Cool people. Oh, here's the troll. Let me read this. She's a real hag, and she's lonely. She wants the conflict. Are you a teacher or something? We could talk education. Sam, I'm behind in your stream, but you're definitely contesting me with someone else. Were you up with GLM? Didn't you mock my singing and mock my educational credentials? Oh, wait a minute. The woman was Golden Suckus 1982. You're definitely contesting with me someone else regarding the practice theory conversation. I have no you don't have to have background to question me. I wasn't a licensed therapist, but ma'am, were you with GLM mocking me in general, my singing, and then questioning just about everything about me, attacking me, and you haven't even talked with me? You have trolled me. Are you that person? Are you that person? It took me a while, but here I am. Was it worth it? Probably not. People are saying, move on. Aren't you going 1 hour? Yeah, but I do like chat. So let's see. Half an hour isn't bad. There's something about a 2021 incident. I don't know what you're talking about, but I'm super cool. So before I leave here, if you're still here, hag, you got nobody to go spend good loving with. We know that. Saturday night, my gosh, you were alone or you were with GLM. Oh, what a beautiful gift. Golden Suckus. I'm done. I think I read your comments before. That's how I'm repeating because my other account is I blocked you. You slandered me. Why would I want you? Because you lie. If you can go at me with the truth, or go at me and say, what is your educational credentials? Who was Piaget for education? Who was Carl, what's his name? Carl Rogers. Most people, except therapists, don't know about. Like that. Instead, you attack me with lies. Challenge me. All my stories are true, dummy. Uh, the attention that Sam gives me makes me continuously more enamored with him. An intelligent person, by the way, usually writes in expanded sentences. Yours is pretty expanded, so I got to kind of credit you. Smart enough. It's not easy to get a public teaching credential. You got to go through all these hoops. You're checked by the FBI, which is no problem for me. You got to intern, meaning you intern like 3 times usually. Every time the teacher, the master teacher, got to approve of you, or you have to repeat. And my final master teacher was a middle-aged woman. She had 4 kids. She was my master, really good teacher. But she was overcome by my looks and charm. And I was really young. She was like, I don't know, 35, 40. I was in my late 20s or mid 20s. But I was single. So I must have been like 25. And I lived in a dorm, but these guys stayed up all night. So I started hanging out at her place. This master. She was still my master teacher. So it was unethical if anything evolved. And she said, if those people in your dorm, if you can't sleep, just come on here. She had like 4 bedrooms. Her husband had left her. When she was pregnant by her 4th child, her husband left her. And kind of like Murray, they started looking at me and holding it too long. And she caught me a couple times coming out of the shower with a towel. And I had to be groovy because she had kids around. No way. I mean, and I was. I was a student teacher. I couldn't do anything with a master teacher. I swear this is true. But now look, she was in a desperate situation, maybe missing her husband. Here comes a good looking, smart, funny, charming guy, student teaching. And I thought she helped me out because I needed to sleep. And I started sleeping at her house. And she came on to me, but I said, I can't. The truth was not so heroic. Like, oh, I can't because I'm ethical. No, it's because I wasn't attracted to her physically. She had these pock marks. She said she was okay, but she had these pock marks from when she was younger and she had pimples or something. And the pock marks, too much, too far. But she liked looking at me and putting her hands on my shoulder and stuff. It wasn't ethical. And I remember when she wrote her evaluation on me, and I was right beside her. It wasn't right to because she loved me, or she was evaluating, and we would, decide on what to write for my evaluation. And then I got my college and I left and I moved on. She came to my wedding, but it wasn't good because she came to my wedding and I had a lot of people from my college program, and one came with her husband. I invited a lot. The wedding was huge, too huge, too big. And this lady from my college, who was a director of pathology, came with her husband. And here came that teacher I talked about. And the next day I heard that they had all gone drunk, and the husband of the teacher from the college went off with this other teacher I knew. Whoa. And of course, I never there were two teachers, but one was from my college, and one, I was an intern, took off with her husband, and things were never so cool. But these lives intersect, and I never did the dirty, much like Tony, but I wasn't attracted to her, honestly, and I shouldn't have been with her, but it's hard when somebody flatters you and wants you to not respond. I go back to another lady. I used to clean her pool, and I've talked about this. She let me in her house, and we did do untony like. I tell all these stories, but I didn't realize how many middle-aged women I had been with or liked. And here was another. She lived near Griffith Park, and I lived on lots. So I cleaned her pool, and she started having me in her house. Friends. We had, I mean, she looked, but we never did anything. She had a boyfriend. She had a boy. She was divorced from her lawyer husband. She had a boyfriend. And I came home and went inside, and where are you? I didn't hear from her. Because again, like with Murray, I'm friends with those people. I went in her bedroom finally. I don't know. I don't remember if I went through, knocked on the door, and there she was, tears coming down her face, with a bottle of, I forget, was it gin? I forget, but she was drunk. She was drunk. She looked at me and told me what her boyfriend, not her boyfriend, had dumped her that day, dumped her, and she called me by my nickname. Can you? I'm really, I'm not feeling. Just come, come lay on the bed with me. She had her, she had her, um, she had her clothes on. I'm thinking about it now. We ended up having sex, but I don't remember how the clothes came off. No, it was just, hugging and keeping her close. And then she wanted more. And unlike Tony, she was kind of attractive. She had no pock marks. Her skin was really nice. And I felt bad for her. I got excited. We only did it that one time. That one time because I don't know. It wasn't pity. It was just saying, I want to make you feel good and make me feel. Later on, because we still were friends. We just never did it again. She helped get me into the college I went to, UC Santa Barbara. And on the way, we were going up to meet her daughter. Her daughter had been going there and me to see the college. We stopped in a place, Meditation Mountain, on the way there to Santa Barbara from LA. And I remember we're looking out over a whole valley. We stopped. She wanted to show me this. But she told me that I was going to meet her daughter, but I couldn't be with her daughter. I felt slighted. I mean, I'm cool. I come from a good family. I'm going to educate at UC. Why? It turned out she had talked to the father of her child. They wanted her child to marry somebody in the same religious group. And I wasn't that. So I got a little offended. And we went up to the college after she basically told me hands off. And she introduced me to the daughter. She was watching. And her daughter said, have you been to the top of the tower? Every UC, University of California, is known for having a tower. And it was too much for the mother. But I'd met the daughter, very attractive. We went to the top. We walked all the way to the stairs. And at the top, she said, the custom, what? You're supposed to kiss at the top. And she leaned over and kissed. And I got into it because her mother, who I liked, had kind of offended me, right? Because, and I'm pro, Jewish and all that stuff. But in that religion, if you're kind of strict, you don't, you're supposed to marry someone of your faith. And I wasn't it. There's an irony that later on, my first wife was Jewish. But I always felt good that that her daughter kissed me. And I really didn't pursue it. But the kiss was sweet. At the top of the tower, University of California, Santa Barbara, is right across the tower from the Commons. And I did go up other times with other women. But sorry. Golden Succus. I don't know if that's you. You are Sam's group of 7, an elite troll group. Yeah, but I don't respect trolls, elite or not. They have little value to me. that was way long because you mentioned Ken Kesey. So me and chat. Let's see if she left. Because you were slick and you reminded me actually of college girls, women over 18. And no, you're too slick. I like the really nice, humane, positive, because Golden Suckus is telling us she's a troll, which is putting down people. And that's what you did. Now, if you're a teacher, come up and you can challenge me because you challenged everything about me without really knowing me, you troll. Yeah, she's a troll. That's all. Golden Suckus. No, I've told these stories. I don't want to tell new ones because people weren't cool with my stories that I told about my life. And honestly, the most drama was probably certainly before I became married to my current wife. And after I got divorced from my first wife, things got drama. Met a lot of women. Met a lot of women. This one woman was a nurse. I'm attracted to nurses. She was black. She really liked me. We met, I'm trying to, post office maybe, because I have a gift of gab. She really liked me. I was attracted to her, but she was kind of desperate. Her marriage had just broken up. Her husband at the time was a bus driver, and there was a violent incident that made the news where some guy got in the bus and held the people hostage, right? And after this experience, the husband divorced his wife, probably figuring you got one life. But oh man. So when she met me, I wasn't, I didn't want to hurt her or be what? She was so hurt and desperate. And I wasn't turned on anyway. But she was so, like, she liked me so much. I said I liked chicken. And the next time I saw her, she went out and she bought a fryer. And we liked, or I liked Charlie Chaplin. She said she did too. And she bought a whole reel of Charlie Chaplin films. And she said she started to really, really like me because most men came onto her on the first date. And she said, I did not. I didn't come onto her. And by that time, after 3 or 4 times knowing her apartment, she was indicating like, okay, now you can come on to me. And she got, kind of offered herself the signals. But the truth was, I never came on to her because I wasn't attracted to her. Not so heroic. But I liked being around her. She liked me so much. And I liked chicken and the Charlie Chaplin. And I'm ashamed to tell you how I broke it off. I'm married, so I'll never do it again. But I emailed her that it wasn't that way with me. And then she wrote back, fine, but you could have phoned me like a man. And she was right. But that wasn't so dramatic. I have a bunch because in our life, if you're good with women, you get a lot of women. I've had a lot of relationships. Not much rejection. I was trying to have, there's one like big rejection in my life. An old girlfriend. She left. I was in England. She left her boyfriend. We came back after traveling Europe, and then we were far apart. And she went back to her boyfriend. And then things happened. But these are stories. Don't you all have? Every relationship has an arc or a story. And I had stalker and Micronesia, all different colors. Jewish, my Catholic, Protestant. I don't really remember Muslim. I mean, I'm willing if they're pretty, but not anymore because I'm married. I don't think I've had a Muslim girlfriend, but just about most people of color. And anyway, why am I talking to you? There's stories. So you don't need to hear that I'm not going to tell you the new stories. COVID, there weren't many stories, but I've traveled with my wife to Thailand. Okay, I'll stop. There is maybe a new troll, Golan Suckus, if that's her. Very nervous and guilty. What am I guilty about? No. See, you say bullshit and then maybe awkward, maybe trying to remember. Some is uncomfortable because when you're a student teacher, you're not supposed to be naked in front of your master teacher. And because she liked to look and even touch, but I wasn't attracted to her, but I should have left, never come back. Ethically, an intern, she could have lost her job. And I would have had trouble with she was the one at risk. She was the one at risk. But I remember she realized it was going to happen. And I was staying in her house. But she didn't come home. Where was she? She had 4 kids. Where was she? That had never happened before. So she had a neighbor who was a policeman. And I contacted him and said, she's not here. And then he looked at me and he said, who are you? What? She's my master teacher. I'm staying, what? You're staying, what? At her house? So it was strange. And he's a policeman. And I'm talking about her disappearance. So other police showed up and they keep questioning me. They took my license, but obviously, because it was a weird situation and they thought maybe I had done something to her and I was getting nervous. I got real nervous. When she showed up, like a biker on the back of a motorcycle, we heard her come outside and we ran out. She had been in a bar, gone off with a biker, and he was returning her. This was like the next day at 2:00. Told nobody, phoned nobody. So I was off the hook. My master teacher, and I got to say, predictably, it was the best evaluation I ever got. Every time you student teach, the master teacher makes it's important. And I remember, I think I was some principal was looking at it, and he said, wow, did she love you? He couldn't believe it. He was joking, but yeah, that's it. I'm going, but I got new stories. They want to make me gay, and I know about beauty. And that was me when I showered naked with 2 men, experimenting. Well, one was, I was overcome. This guy looked just like me. And he had blonde hair, blue eyes. Look, Murray he was a server too. Murray used to call us the twins or something like that. And that guy, wow. He needed to go in the shower. I did. We both went in together and he looked just like me. What was that like? Surrounded by beauty. But again, I had no erect. My penis wanted none of that. And I want none of the anus, let me tell you. No. I stay away from the anus. I don't like contact with my own, which I'm required to do sometimes, right? Because I'm very hygienic. Somebody said, what is that with the water thing? people have been telling me for years. But I don't want to talk about that shit. I want to, like, hello, Becky. I've known Becky a long time. I'll say she somehow nursed. She was a nurse or is. I respect nurses so much. And of course, through my wife, I hear what nurses have to go through. So God bless nurses and God bless Becky Boo. I think I even, before we didn't get along, she wanted me to sing Baby Blue. So I finally sang that, Dylan, and dedicated it to Becky, probably just because she's known me such a long time. She wants to be here. I'm not saying she likes me, but I'm glad she's here. She's part of our history. One time, she was most loyal to Little Rebus. One time. That ended, I hope. Yeah, I'm wrapping up, really. And thank you, the people still here. I want to go at Golden Suckus because I think she's intelligent and she can verify that I was a teacher or whatever. And I'd like to ask you if you're a teacher and we could talk about that. Okay, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't care. Bring it back to me, Golden Suckus. Okay, I don't give a fuck about outside of me, Golden Suckus and GLM. Nobody cares. She thinks you're not a star. Why don't you say something interesting from chat? Who cares about you? I don't care. I could go there. I'm an interesting guy. I could go for clout. Like, I don't go for clout. GLM got no clout. There were like 7 people watching one morning, and I brought 3. I'm such a 10 people. No, aren't you a teacher or something, Golden Suckus? Besides being lonely, not able to get men. Sorry, that's my guess. Even your comments, you're talking about somebody I don't care about. Why are you so stupid? You are a troll. I'm not a fan of trolling. Have you met Brutal Mafia? You probably like him. No, thank you. Okay, now she's trying to be clever. Let's see if she is. I'm acting like a Scooby-Doo character, that cartoon, pulling the mask of the ghost. Okay, can you be better than that? Please. Oh, you're bringing, I don't care. Yeah, I watched part of it. Be better. Aren't you supposed to be smart? Golden Suckus. So what do you think about GLM accusing me of, falsely accusing me when I never did anything with her except write her in DMs, friendly stuff, no creepy. She flashed her cooter. That's interesting. Okay. Are you talking about Little Rebus? Because he don't got balls. He probably got a cunt. Okay. These are good comments, but I'm leaving. I'm 43 minutes late. Golden Suckus does seem kind of bright, but you align yourself with GLM. It's almost like I tricked Sam into opening up because I actually do have 2 masters. What are the 2 masters in? Number 1. Number 2, it depends where you got them. Number 3, if they're in the liberal arts, I respect that, but it's not like you had a hard subject to master. Do you have one in education? Let's talk about it. So I don't know that you do. Let's challenge each other. I'm kidding. I would never be dumb enough to get 2 masters. Yeah. The dumb thing is, the time I put in, I could have gone after 1 master's for a PhD. Instead, I went at another time for another master's, right? So, yeah. I didn't go for a PhD. That probably would have meant I could have gotten a really good job with the school district and felt obligated to continue and have all this responsibility. But it probably would have been in psychology, the PhD. See, I thought you had 2 masters. That would have been interesting to talk about, but you don't. Probably 2 years community college. Oh, you do have a degree my wife has. Respect. Um, wow. It's sad that college is a lot of money. I would have said to you, Becky, think about going to the Philippines. The cost is like 1/5 that we're putting a relative, my wife, and it's tuition like 2,500 for the whole year. For the whole year, because you're not being what you need to be, a nurse. A degree you can actually use and make tons of money. That's a smart. Yeah, I say so. My wife's got it. The deal is golden suckers. You got to work at a union hospital. That's just like with education. A union place makes all the difference. You'll come up next time. I don't have to prepare myself. I'm the best and the smartest. You don't seem to get that. Oh, you're saying, how come you don't have great numbers? That's a good question. Probably people have to be smart to keep up. I've had good numbers before, a couple of times, 100 live views, which isn't really a big thing. And there she is. I want to give you, Judy, a wrench, but it's too late now because you changed your name without me telling you, but a good person, Judy. And I think you've spoken out on Joe, Brutal Mafia. And I've listened to you, and I think Brutal Mafia uses this thing here to try to be with women. Then he don't show up. So thank you for coming, you guys. Do call out GLM, please. Would you stand up? Would you ask her if Sam Hill, what he said about you being on Lycan Theory, accusing this British guy of wanting to grape you? And would you challenge her? Because then she might build her stream, because now she's obsessed. But this got personal. This got personal because I did stream with her. She came on Shaw many times. And before I took her wrench and she broke with me, I did write, I trust you more than anyone. And she was untrustworthy. You hear that, Flexi, you dope, you idiot. I feel sorry for you. You'll find out. Oh, I found out. Where is Lauren? Till we meet again. Lauren, verify that story. Ask Lycan. Frank DeRosa. Ozzy Outlaw is still around, but he might be embarrassed because he said if I brought GLM up on my channel, he would drive me off the internet. He loved her. He loved her. He loved her. Then he hated her. You dig? My name is Chris. It's out there. I was doxxed by Host Buster. He also doxed my nickname. Riley said, he did. He said, Poon told him that he wanted, he probably loves Poon. Riley came on and said that Poon wanted my docs out there. So he said a name, and then he said, by the way, I can tell. And in Louisiana, in the South, there's a lot of all different kinds of people and a lot of African Americans. God bless them. Riley said, because he's been around many African Americans, and he said, I'm black. So think that if you want. That's kind of cool. You never know, right? I won't tell you. Well, I think I'd tell you that. I wouldn't tell you about something that would lead to maybe me being doxxed. But there was this one guy. This is all the lore. Sheppy, a friend of Movie Maniac, who turned out to be black because he had a cam slip. And I found that interesting. So I'm about to get off. Um, Judy, absolutely, anytime you want. I am reducing mods. Sometimes, if I know somebody has an agenda, I'll take out their mod when I'm not on screen because I don't know. People can do things off string, but so I'm fewer mods. Sometimes I just take a risk and I give Solomon the boss a mod. A brittle, you're talking about Brutal Mafia, who I really don't want to talk about that much, but okay, is married. Many people think he's married and needs to pay more attention to his wife at home. I don't even want to comment. I really take that. Allie can do it. Actually, I'd much rather have Allie up and then Brutal Mafia. I won't have Brutal Mafia in chat, but have him come up because I want to aggressively try to break his cool. Other than that, I don't want the content. Final comment from a troll. She's one of these like women who give off like they're smarter than they are. Excuse me. They make like they're smart. She's so smart. She failed at love, right? She's alone on a Saturday night, lying about my 8-year happy marriage. You jealous? Final comment. Ooh, Sam, you just told us you're about to get off. See, this is about to get off here, and you know it. You know it. Why are you showing your dumminess? Is it any wonder why these rumors are circulating about you? Well, people have talked about me for 8 years because I mean something. And I'll address every one of them. But you just said, oh, I don't have the college. I do. Oh, is he a teacher? Oh, is he, what else? I'm not that smart. All this bullshit because you're a troll, right? Well, if you follow me, I don't respect trolls. Brutal Mafia is probably a troll, and I don't want anything to do with them. You get it? Matt loves you, Golden. Oh, so people are coming. I do appreciate a new person too, and I will do my best to make fun of you. It won't be hard. Okay, she's kind of interesting. Yeah, I want her up here, and let's see if we're good. Just because she's a troll and she's horrible with GLM, right? She might be good with me. We'll see. Till you see me and a hag, not very good, a troll, most of all, a lonely and desperate woman, Golden Succus. We know she's lonely because most people have someone Saturday night. You don't. You had to keep you company a false accuser and second tier streamer. Many people say they're in love with me, don't. Like, dislike me mildly because love leads to hurt feelings because I'll never be creepy with you. I'm not creepy like GLM. Till we meet again, my name is Sam Hill. Chris, blessings. And till I meet you, Golden Succus, you haven't experienced somebody like me. I will laugh at you, not viciously. I'll try to go light on you. Ciao.